At this time, we will begin our closing statements. Our closing statements will start with Matthew tonight.
First of all, I'd like to thank, again, all the candidates, the Chamber of Commerce, and everybody who came out tonight and everybody watching. I've even learned a lot about the other candidates, so it's been really been beneficial, even just to me. I'm proud to be an El Dorado boy, and I'm proud to be home. If you give me a chance to represent you guys in seat 2, I'll be vigorous and very thoughtful and really try to do the best job for everybody. My children are here, my new grandson is here, and I want to make it where everybody wants to stay and not do the 20-year voyage that I did. Housing, schools, and keeping the city together, and financially and physically, with roads, with sidewalks, with all of the things that go along with what the city entails. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Gerald?
In my opening statement, I alluded to 3 things that are of great importance to the city of El Dorado. Number 1, being the lake water. Number 2, being housing, new and old. Number 3, priorities for projects and investments. As to the lake water being sold, I have heard from citizens that have visited with me that they're not in favor of water sales to Wichita. Too much debt, too much water, too much chance of losing rights to the water that we have. Also, consideration of the effect on the lake itself has not been discussed publicly. Most say they are in favor of water to western Butler County and supply them with water. I have been in the water business for about 25 years through the rural water districts. And through them, whatever effects El Dorado had, we had. So we understand that things do happen, and we understand that the water can taste bad at times and things of this nature. So I understand those things. And the lake itself can be a problem. So as to the housing needs, new and different programs need to be devised to alleviate the problem with older homes and the needed repairs, and the need to work with homeowners to get repairs done. As to new homes, currently a period of 5 years of tax abatement and up to a house value of $175,000. A different approach needs to be devised that will deal with the homeowner on different bases, such as the city-owned lots available for development to give a new homeowner the ability to have options on how to buy the lot and reduce loan amounts. As to the priorities and investment, they need to be reviewed by the commission publicly so the citizens will better understand.
Thank you, Gerald.
And why.
Kendra?
In closing, I would like to thank the Chamber, Susie Carson, Jeremiah, and Deb and the film crew in the back for their time in planning and implementing this forum. I would also like to thank those of you that came out this evening and those of you watching at home, and I thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to representing you on the commission. At the beginning, there will be a huge learning curve on my part to become familiar with the issues, both positive and negative, facing the city. But I promise to do my homework and ask questions if I don't understand and need clarification on any issue placed before the commission. Part of that information will also need to come from you, the citizens of El Dorado. When I sit in the audience during a commission meeting, or when I have tuned in at home, it is always easy to form an opinion on how it would personally affect me, or to say, oh, well, that's a stupid idea, or why is that even an issue? However, after being elected, it is an entirely different ballgame. Instead of worrying about how it only affects me, I will be charged with how it will affect the citizens of this awesome community. All of us working together, the mayor, the commissioners, the city staff, and the citizens of El Dorado, we can continue to make this city a great place to live. So remember to vote on Tuesday, April 7th. All of you, young, old, in between, need to cast your vote. How else can you express the leadership that you want for the citizens of El Dorado if you don't? Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra. Greg?
First of all, I want to thank the chamber for this. I want to thank you, Jeremiah. And I want to thank the people watching on TV that had called me and said they didn't know who to vote for tonight was going to be their decision night. What I see for El Dorado in my conclusion, I would like to continue to make El Dorado a family-safe community, and I will support our police department and fire department for whatever they need. I would want to continue seeing the demolish of the older homes and renewed with the newer homes and bring industry to this community. We need to continue to be a regional and industrial, medical, and a commercial leader for the outlying communities. I have a vision, and I see the city of El Dorado as a leader for the county. I will keep the city progressing in a forward motion and attracting industry growth to the community, helping the city work through its challenges, issues that lie ahead for the city of El Dorado, because what affects the city affects you.
Thank you, Greg. I'd like to thank all the city commissioners, thank you for coming out and speaking your opinions tonight. At this time, I'd like to reintroduce you to our mayor candidates, Vince Haynes and Mike Fagg. This is the only time you'll see all the candidates up on the stage at the same time. We will have remarks by both Mike Fagg and Vince Haynes at this time. We will start with Mike.
Thank you, candidates, for being willing to serve on our community, and to the chamber for putting on this forum. To all the citizens of El Dorado, thank you. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your mayor the last 2 years. Whether young or old, rich or poor, healthy or disabled, moving our community forward, no citizen should be left behind. Existing businesses are the backbone of our community. The city should always have a helping attitude with the existing businesses ask for help on any issue. As your mayor, I will continue to build on consensus, creating common ground, and finding workable solutions to our challenges in our community. As your mayor, I never missed a commission meeting, always came to the meeting having done my homework, ready to ask questions, and ready to do what I thought was in the best interest of our community. As your mayor, I returned every phone call, email, did every welcome, and participated at every event I was asked to in our community. I participated in a couple of radio station interviews discussing the great things about El Dorado. As your mayor, I spent time with local mayors, Butler and Sedgwick County commissioners, City of Wichita officials, state and national elected officials, building relationships that will benefit our community now and in the future. This year, I have completed 15 years of city public service, which included chairman of city planning and sales tax advisory, 4 years as your city commissioner, and now 2 years as your mayor. Attending evening and weekend classes, I graduated from the Kansas Municipality Leadership Academy. I'm always looking for new ideas and suggestions on how we can improve our community. Good things happening in El Dorado. For a town our size, the city takes care of our necessities quite well, including water, trash, sewer, police and fire, and many other services. Parks, recreational facilities, and cemeteries better than I can remember in my lifetime. More buildable lots in El Dorado today than we've had in years. Major improvements on library are in the process as we speak. $1 million sewer improvement being done in El Dorado, half the funds from grant money and the other half from low-interest loan. New businesses and renovations done and planned for the near future. This year, folks, Tawanda Street will be improved out to Haverhill Road. I was told that Tawanda Street could not be done. I worked hard on this project and learned a lot about consensus, compromising, leadership, and working together. Action plans for 2015. Work hard on keeping city government affordable, stay focused on streets and infrastructure issues, continue working to keep our community attractive, keep transparency and accountability in city government, strive to get citizen input on issues affecting our city, stay focused on cost efficiencies and service effectiveness, work on improvement plan for existing housing, foster partnerships and working together attitude, keep water and lake debt open and accountable, If you'd like to discuss any issue or have any ideas, call me at home anytime. Folks, I work for you. Interest rates are at 100-year lows. The city needs to stay current on lake debt retirement strategies and have a written annual plan. I have ideas for the City Commission to consider on lake debt. Potential benefits: have 49.5% of our storage space paid for in a short order, and that portion would be lien-free. Free up $441,000 in required payments to the Army Corps of Engineers. Save the city at least $6 million in interest on 2 loans owed to the Army Corps of Engineers. My reason for asking to be your mayor for a second term: I truly care about our community. No special interest groups will influence my decisions. I don't have any business ventures that would affect my decisions. I have a unique perspective because I have lived on all 4 sides of El Dorado. After the election, we will have 50% new commissioners. My years of experience in our city government will serve you well if I'm reelected as your mayor. Working together, we can make a difference in our community. I would appreciate your consideration next Tuesday when you vote. Thank you, and may God bless El Dorado, Kansas.
Thank you, Mike Fagg. Vince Haynes.
Thank you. Again, I would like to join everybody in thanking the Chamber for sponsoring the forums. A great way to get to know our candidates. Thanks to everybody that came out tonight and everybody watching on Channel 7. I appreciate your interest in this race and your city politics. And thanks to my supporters and family who have put me in this position and helped me get here so I can be sitting here at this bench today. That brings me to why we're here. Why do I want to serve as your mayor? First, I was born and raised in El Dorado. My mother and father have retired from 490 schools. They've been here a long time. I'm an EHS graduate, attended Butler, and after graduating from the University of Kansas School of Architecture, my wife and I, Melody, also an EHS graduate, chose to come back here. Could have gone anywhere. Chose to come back here to raise our family and to establish my practice. I saw great opportunities in El Dorado back in '94 when I came back, and I see great opportunities now. I want to foster that. Second, my recent experience with Leadership Kansas has shown me the diversity of the whole state. It's been very eye-opening. And it's shown me how El Dorado fits into the state's fabric. El Dorado our community has had great respect in the past, and it has been looked up to by our peers. I want to restore that. As a longtime volunteer in this community, I've watched some of our relationships falter a little bit. And by relationships and partnerships, I mean with our El Dorado Inc., our chamber, our Main Street churches, all of the civic groups, YMCA, those kind of things are all our partnerships with the city. We have dedicated volunteers in this community, and they help us shine and get things done. And I want the city to be an active participant in those partnerships. Why do I think I'm qualified to be mayor? I'm a business owner and investor in El Dorado. I own an 8-person architectural firm that's based in El Dorado and practices around the whole Midwest. I own commercial and residential property in downtown El Dorado. I understand that when the community does well, our businesses do well, and vice versa. I understand the value of employees and the value of efficient work. I encourage all my employees to get involved with the community and seek professional development to grow in what they do. I think that's the same for city staff. I've worked hard as a volunteer partner to bring jobs to El Dorado. As president of El Dorado Inc., I was in on the very early discussions to build the trust for BG for them to relocate here and in helping them relocate. I understand the delicacy of that process and what it means for our community. My recent involvement as past chair of the Susan B. Allen Memorial Hospital Board, my involvement with the Inc. Housing Committee, and my participation with the citizens group with the governor's 50-year water plan has kept me really in tune with with the issues of the city and the state. I'm a 25-year leader in the design and construction industry, and what that's done for me has helped me to hone my skills to work with others. I understand the importance of hearing all sides of an issue. I understand the importance of being well informed before making a decision. and I understand that I represent everybody in El Dorado as mayor. What will I do as mayor? Housing. I raised my family in a 1917 home that's located in the core area of town. I've watched my neighborhood decline in the past 20 years, and in some cases be abandoned. I want to make a difference there. We have a lot of great assets in our downtown and around our whole community, and I think diversity in housing is going to be key. I want to keep that in the forefront of our discussion. Water, we've all mentioned water. I have great respect for our city leaders that made that investment. I want to be a good steward of it. We want to make sure we manage the debt properly and keep us in good standing and prepared to be reactive or be proactive with that. I want to make sure our water customers are served first, and after that, I'll entertain the discussion of a commodity. Taxes. I'm a business owner and a property owner. I'm as interested in low taxes as anybody else in the room. I will always look at our expenses, the city expenses, as if they were my own. As my business, my clients trust me to take care of millions of dollars and spend it wisely for them. As mayor, I would consider the city taxpayers my clients. With that, I appreciate everybody's vote on November. I said November 7th. They've moved that. I personally ask for everybody's vote on April 7th. I look forward to the opportunity to be the mayor.
Thank you, Vince Haynes. That concludes the City Council forum. It will be replaying this weekend on Friday at 10 a.m., 7 p.m., Saturday at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m., and on Sunday at 2 p.m. The El Dorado Chamber of Commerce would like to thank everyone for listening and watching at home and being out here tonight. We'd also like to extend our gratitude to all the candidates and wish them all the best of luck. Please remember to vote. The general election is Tuesday, April the 7th. If you cannot make it that day, early voting has already begun at the Butler County Courthouse. We thank you all for your time and wish you all a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mistletoe.